Alright, welcome back guys. We're doing another flavor review video. This week I did cookies. We got 11 or so cookies. I'm going to be going over Flavora cookie dough, Flavora cookies and cream, Flavora granola, TFA gingerbread cookie, Capella gingerbread, TFA cinnamon sugar cookie, Capella sugar cookie, Real Flavor sugar cookie, Real Flavors cookies and cream, Real Flavors lemon cookie, and Flavor Art cookie. That's a lot of cookie. So, I did all these testings using a Aura RDA, vaping it at 70 watts with 0.24 alien coils, dual alien coils. So let's get right into it. Alright, Flavora cookie dough, I tested it out at 1%. It had a real nice texture and mouthfeel. It tastes like cookie dough, obviously. It had a little bit of a gritty note, and I was thinking at 1% it was a decent place for the flavor. Maybe max it out around 2% for a little bit bolder of a flavor, but at 1% I found this to be a pretty decent flavor of cookie dough. Next I had Flavora cookies and cream, and I tested that at 2%. It was a very creamy cookie. It was more like the center of the Oreo cookie. Well, not too much of a cookie note, but maybe if you use a little bit higher, you could possibly get more of a cookie note out of it. And I can see using this to get that creamy filling for the inside of the Oreo. Pretty nice flavor, nice and creamy. Next one I did was Flavora granola. I tested this at 1%, and I think it had kind of like a a nutty, oaty kind of flavoring to it. It was kind of hard to discern, but I think if you use that in like I think it would make a pretty good granola flavor, like in a yogurt or something like that. It was really kind of a weird flavor to be single flavor testing. It's probably more of an additive flavor. I don't think you're gonna really use it for a granola base, but maybe. I haven't played around with it too much. I didn't feel that the 1% tester was used too high. It didn't really taste weird or anything, but it was a little, it'd be like single flavor testing AP, probably. I haven't done that yet, so I'm not 100% sure, but I kind of imagine it's probably pretty close to the same, which I probably should have tested. Maybe I'll do that next week too. But I'd probably throw this into a recipe at probably about half or 1%, maybe in a yogurt. That's why I got it, to try out in a yogurt mix. But it's got kind of a granola taste to it. It's not horrible. I think you could probably boost it up a little bit with the AP, get a little bit nuttier texture out of it. Because it does kind of emulate a granola. So, I know it's a kind of a weird flavor to get, but it does kind of taste kind of like a homemade granola, not really like a more of a store-bought, but maybe more of a homemade granola bar. But moving on, TFA gingerbread cookie. I tested this one at 5%. It was a nice gingerbread flavor. It's got a little bit of sweetness, and it had a nice full mouth feel over it, and it wasn't too overpowering at 5%. So I've used this flavor in a recipe at a very low percentage, and it actually worked out really nice. But I kind of wanted to get the full. When I do these, I try to push them up to where I'm hoping to get a nice bold flavor so I can see exactly what it tastes like. I know one of these times it's going to bite me in the ass, but we'll deal with that when it comes. Um, and then I tested the Capella gingerbread, also at 5%. It was a little bit stronger of a gingerbread than the TFA gingerbread cookie was. It was kind of close to the same. It was just the Capella version was just a little bit better. Got a little bit more of a ginger note to it, and it kind of the ginger note kind of hit your palate like Flavor Rich Cinnamon does. You know, just kind of like twinges. You know what I mean? I'm sure you know what I mean if you've used Flavor Rich Cinnamon. But yeah, it was a real nice flavor. I liked it. I definitely think you could swap them, and it'd be a pretty close to a 1-to-1 substitute. Next, I have TFA cinnamon sugar cookie. I mixed this one up at 5% also. It was a real nice, lightly sprinkled sugar cookie. The cinnamon note in it wasn't too strong, but it was definitely there throughout the vape. It had a nice mouthfeel, had nice flavor, real, real nice, real nice, real nice. And that brings us to Capella Sugar Cookie at 5%, and that was also very nice. It definitely has vanilla notes to it. It definitely reminded me heavily of Capella French Vanilla back from when I did my vanilla video. But the vanilla in it is more overpowering than the actual sugar cookie part of it. Obviously, yeah, I know vanilla is a big part of a sugar cookie, but it'd be nice to get more sugar into the sugar cookie. But it definitely has a real nice base, which, I mean, obviously everybody uses Capella sugar cookie in the base to almost any bakery, which for good reason. It's real nice. But yeah, I really think Capella French Vanilla could almost be a substitute for it if you happen to run out of or don't have Capella Sugar Cookie, because mostly what I get is Capella French Vanilla out of it. Next is Real Flavor Sugar Cookie. I did this one at 4%. And I found the Real Flavor Sugar Cookie to be pretty much spot on to the Capella Sugar Cookie. It had a little bit more of a cookie note to it than the Capella version, so a little bit more graininess, I guess you would say, more cookie. But also, I think those two would be pretty close to a very good substitute. If something's calling for real flavor sugar cookie and you don't have it, I think it'd be safe to say that you could use Capella Sugar Cookie in place of it. Next is Real Flavors Cookies and Cream. I tested this at 4%, and I have this tastes like an Oreo-ish flavor. It has a real nice light chocolate note. It's not very creamy, but I think if you took the Real Flavors Cookies and Cream and paired it up with the Flavora Cookies and Cream, because the Flavora Cookies and Cream had more of the cream notes than it did the cookie notes, and the Real Flavors Cookies and Cream has more of the cookie notes, chocolate Oreo cookie notes, than the Flavora Cookies and Cream did. Hopefully that made sense. I think I said that right. Um, it's got a slight. The Real Flavors does have a slight creaminess to it, just not as much. It's more the Oreo cookie tops, not the centers. The next one I did was Real Flavors Lemon Cookie. I did this at 4%. It had a real nice full mouthfeel, had a nice cookie background to it. The lemon note in it is kind of light, but the lemon note is also equal throughout the vape, so it is a really, it's a nice balanced flavor. I think it could use any other lemon probably, to boost that lemon up. Maybe FE lemon or what's the other one? I forgot. I'd have to look at my notes. But any other kind of like a lighter lemon or whatever kind of lemon you're going for. I think it could just use a little bit more lemon and maybe a little bit more cookie to just bring it up. But I think it'd make a really nice base to start with lemon cookie. And last but not least is Flavor Art Cookie. I single tested this at 5%. Yeah, it's a little high for the flavor. Most people usually use it around 2-3%, but I wanted to push it up high and really get a feel for the flavor. And that's exactly what I got. I don't think 5% was too high. I didn't really get any off notes or weird stuff with it. But it tastes like it kind of tastes like a plain cookie, like kind of like a chocolate chip cookie, but without the chocolate chips. So just a real nice cooked cookie dough, which I thought was nice. And then I wrote down, no wonder it's the base to almost every cookie, because it's very nice and it's got a good mouth feel. You get kind of the grainy texture to it, and I enjoyed it. That's why I saved it for last. And that's all my cookies. And I did that in 11 minutes. It took me about 2 hours to get all that all those notes finished. But yeah, I'm really enjoying doing these single flavor tests. I think it really helps to build your knowledge of your flavors instead of just guessing. I really feel like this is really gonna help me out as a mixer, even though I've been doing it a while and I kind of know what I'm doing. But yeah, I encourage everybody to at least single flavor test a couple of your flavors and just start doing it. It'll definitely help you out as a mixer. It'll help you see the different nuances in your flavors, and it'll help you know what flavors you can, kind of swap in or out. If you run out of something or you find out, okay, well, these two flavors are pretty much the same, so it doesn't really matter which one you use. But alright guys, that's all I got for cookies. I probably do have a couple other cookie type flavors, which maybe I'll get to later. Excuse me. My next video I think is going to be, I got 6 or 7 of the Sticks Mix queued up and ready. So I'm probably going to shoot a video on those tomorrow, and I'll get that out to you. If you enjoy my videos, you can like and subscribe if you want to. You don't have to. I don't care. I'm pretty much just doing this for me and to help out anybody else that might be wanting to see what I think about the flavors. Alright guys, have a good night. Be good to each other, and I'll catch you next time. Bye. Oh.